Welcome to another edition of the Social Proof Podcast. You may notice that my partner in crime, Donnie, is not here. She is actually slaving away at jury duty for $25 a day, and she's pissed. So we were going to have a conversation together, but she's not here, so you stuck with me, man.
All right.
I'm all you got today.
All right.
She came in and was like, you're not going to put me in the hot seat, are you?
I did.
Said, no. It was a different conversation. So you may notice that we've been bringing in some new faces on the podcast, people that are on their way to that first million. You haven't made your first million yet, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. On their way to their first million. And these are people that are in our mastermind because we want to expose the people in our mastermind. Okay. Not only give coaching, but give exposure. So I'm sure we'll have a link somewhere below where you can apply to be in our mastermind. We're not taking everybody. And it's for some people who got a little something going on. You can't just be just an idea. Like, we're not doing that. So, Latasha.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to the
Thank
show.
you. Thank
Bring
you
the
for having
mic. Well, point it. Yeah, right there. Okay. All right. Welcome.
Thank you.
Go
Thank
and
you for
introduce yourself. I'm happy to be here.
So,
I'm happy you're here.
My name is Latasha. I am a licensed cosmetologist, registered nurse, and founder of La Monet Aesthetics, which is a med spa. We're based outside of Philadelphia. I am Philadelphia's best injector. We focus on injectables like Botox and fillers, but with a natural, rejuvenated look. And also corrective skincare, focusing on the aging skin and skin of color, treating it safely and effectively, and educating clients about it and bringing diversity to aesthetics.
You're the best to do this in Philly?
That's what I was voted per Philly Mag.
What about who?
You can look it up.
Philly Mag?
I was in Best of Philly, yeah. Best injector, yeah. You can look it
that's
up.
crazy. I remember I made a post one time that I had the #1 entrepreneurship book. And I'm the best-selling author, but I'm like the best-selling author in my family. Like, nobody else in my family has sold as many books as I have.
Right.
But you're saying you're the best because the people voted that.
They did.
Congratulations.
And I'm in the magazine. Thank you.
What makes you so dope in this?
Thank you. I don't know. I just think, obviously aesthetics, it's mostly Caucasian based. And so to have somebody young in the industry, skin of color, treating skin of color, the biggest thing for me is making people look natural, right? And not looking overfilled and overdone like people in Hollywood. It makes me stand out in Philly. Yeah.
My wife actually wants to do it.
She wants to get things done?
She wants to get Botox, I want to say. Yeah, she wants to do Botox.
I'm getting my Georgia license. I'll be down here.
Are you really?
Yeah, because a spa down here wants me to come down here and help them out. They want a nurse because their clients are asking for it. So I might be down here a lot.
You're a nurse?
Yes.
So do you have to be a nurse to do this?
Absolutely. At least. Absolutely.
Okay.
Would you let anybody else inject you with medication?
Listen, Atlanta is not even a real place, okay? It's all types of people doing all types of things, okay?
Yes.
There was a guy, I don't know. There was a guy one time, my mom, she passed, but there was a dentist that like fixed her teeth in my aunt's kitchen. You know what I mean? So it was wild. It was wild. Atlanta's not a real place here.
I've heard.
Okay?
A lot of people tell me to come down here because I'm legit. I'm like, no, you guys have a lot. They're like, no, but it's not real.
Yeah, the scams is real. But I'm telling her, I'm like, we're having a conversation. I don't know if I'm comfortable with the injections because I don't know what's in it.
Right.
So maybe you can educate me.
Absolutely. About Botox specifically?
Yeah.
Okay. So Botox is a medication. It was initially invented for cross-eyedness. What it does is it temporarily paralyzes the muscle. So when they were using it medically,
it was initially used for
cross-eyedness.
Cross-eyed.
Right.
Wow.
So when they were treating patients, they saw the side effect was their wrinkles are gone. They don't have movement in that area and they look more lifted, more rejuvenated, depending on which muscle it hit. So they did experiments and it's been out since the 80s treating it aesthetically, but it was initially a medication that was treated for medicine. So, I mean, now I use it in the OR, not anymore, but when I was in the OR, the operating room, for your esophagus, people that have spasms, to temporarily paralyze that muscle so they don't have those spasms. You can treat people that have palsy and one side of their face isn't moving. You can then treat the opposite side. So it's a medication, but it's temporary. It only lasts about 3 to 4 months. So that like right now I'm raising my brows. I have no lines across my forehead.
Yeah.
But you can still look
Let's see
natural.
my joints.
Yeah, you got some. I could take care of that for you. Make an angry face.
Do I need it?
A little bit across your forehead, but you're still smooth. No, right here you're good. You don't get angry a lot, clearly.
No, I don't.
No, but you raise your brows a lot.
Yo, hold on. People get angry a lot.
You can see their muscle is really strong. You're like, you're angry a lot, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh, because they've worked that muscle.
Yeah. And that
This
muscle like
is
kind of
interesting.
protrudes. Yeah. So you relax it and it's just smooth. Like I'm doing mine now. Nothing's moving.
Okay, I don't see it.
Nothing's
Because all you did was like close your eyes a little bit.
Because I can't move that muscle. I can't move it.
You can't move the muscle.
Right. So I'm moving it.
It just stays smooth.
You're right. I temporarily paralyzed it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm understanding the psychology behind this.
Yeah.
But on another note, people who look mean all the time, it's because they are actually mean.
Right. So, you know what the crazy thing is, a lot of men that I do, I treat them because they're client facing, they're in corporate, right? So they don't want to have that harsh looking face, right? Because they're in front of clients, investors. So men may get it just to soften their appearance so they look more presentable patient facing or client facing.
This conversation is so fire because I thought it was just so that you have a smooth forehead or you don't look as old. It was like anti-aging look.
Well, it is because what it does to the muscle, it's then going to lift that muscle. And so everything's smooth, right? And then around your eyes, your muscle around your eyes, a sphincter muscle, it goes like this. When you paralyze it, when you then smile, you won't have those lines across your eyes.
Okay, what do I need? Other than...
There, you're fine there. When you raise your brows, we can get rid of those rivers.
They call them rivers?
Smile really big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got a bunch of
Make
rivers.
an angry face. Angry. Pull your eyebrows together. Yeah, I could take care of all that.
So he has a worse angry face than me.
He does.
But you can tell that I don't get mad. That's what's up.
Yeah. Like when moms come into me, I'm like, you be yelling at them kids a lot. I'm like, them muscle. She's like, I know. I'm like, you need to calm down.
But I never thought of it from a perspective of, okay, if I have somewhat of an angry face, I can use it to be more,
things.
a softer look.
Yep. More presentable. Yeah. More approaching.
And you're mad smart because you understand all the different, like the history and all that. Okay, I understand why you're number one. I understand. Any side effects.
But also too, I just explained it to someone who knew nothing about it and they understood it. So that's the difference. People may explain it and be too sciencey where it doesn't make sense. Right? So you have to be able to explain it to a layperson that doesn't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And they get it.
I think I was having a conversation with somebody who does this and they just talked about the smoothness of the face. Yeah. And that was the whole 45-minute conversation. Yeah. Okay. So, side effects though.
Yeah. So it can affect accompanying muscles and cause temporary paralysis in an area that you may not want it. So one of the more common areas I would say is when we hit this muscle here, it's your masseter muscle, the muscle you use to chew. So
the jawline.
Yeah. But there's a big muscle here, the masseter muscle. Some people clench their jaw at night.
I'll feel it.
And so when you clench down, you can feel that muscle.
It's like right behind your teeth.
Yes. Okay. The big muscle sits there. Some people clench really bad and they have a lot of pain there. So it's called TMJ. But some people have a rounder face, like a lot of Asian women, they tend to have a more rounder and then boxy appearance down in here where they're square. Injecting this muscle will temporarily paralyze it, causing the muscle to then do this and relax. So now they'll have the more oval, quote unquote, more ideal facial shape for a woman.
I did notice that Asians kind of have a square chin, and you said, and we can relax that to make it
muscle and give them the more ideal face of beauty, the more oval shape.
But so what are the side effects though?
So if you're not precise, and it can happen if you hit a muscle that goes right here, the restorative muscle, that is the muscle that pulls back when we smile. If I hit that muscle, now you look like the Joker.
Oh, because it pulls it back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So in the forehead,
if you're going to go to somebody, you need to go to somebody that's
skilled.
good.
Now things can still happen, but can that person fix the complications, right? And they have to know that too, not just to be able to do it, but be able to fix complications. And this is why you need to be a medical professional.
There's a lot of things you can do with $500. I mean, you can have a night out with your significant other. You could buy some really expensive shoes. Well, really nice shoes are about double $500. You could buy a course where you can learn something for $500. But I have something better for you to do with the $500. I want to meet with you every single morning for the rest of your life. Well, maybe not the rest of your life, but every morning, Monday through Friday, for the rest of the year. I have information and game that have allowed me to build a successful business, a successful community, and a successful life all the way around. But I want to share that with you. But the only way we can accomplish this is not me selling you a course, not me giving you a one-on-one consultation, because even with that, you'll get the information, but you'll need more. I want to meet with you every single morning. Now, would I meet with someone every morning for $500 for a year? And the answer is yes. Actually, we've been doing this thing since 2017. We have what's called the Morning Meetup. Every single month, we have a theme, whether it's social media, whether it's motivation, whether it's strategy, whatever it is, we have a theme for the month. And every morning in that month, we have a conversation around that topic. And I am giving a wealth of knowledge, not only myself, but a lot of friends, a lot of people that you see on this podcast, they join every single week. So you need a community of people that you can grow with, and you need a coach. I'm your coach. The Morning Meetup is your community. Go to themorningmeetup.com. It's $499, and I will meet you every single morning for an entire year. Give it a shot. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. What are most of your clients coming for?
I would say skincare and Botox. I have one of the best lasers on the industry, especially for treating skin of color. And I turn that puppy on all day, every day, and Botox.
Skincare, what does that entail?
So laser, so rejuvenating, helps with fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation. The laser specifically.
I'm sorry, real quick. The fine lines and Botox, it's the same thing, isn't it? Or no?
Right. So treating it with skincare wise would be affecting the skin to truly tighten the skin. Botox is affecting the muscle, which is under the skin. Right. So as you age, if you were getting Botox in your 30s and 40s, but you're getting older, your skin is aging. So now you're thinking, my Botox isn't working anymore. It's your skin. Your skin needs to be tightened. You're losing collagen. You're losing elastin, those fibers that keep the skin tight. So now you need to do more aggressive skincare treatment. So like laser. So a lot of times I'm incorporating both from my clients, depending on where they are in life, and then ethnicity as well. And then like you two are both African-American, but I would treat him totally different than you. He has more of a laxity issue. That's why he has more lines than you.
Laxity. Oh, yes. It's not as tight.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Is there a difference between, and I was thinking you're saying because I'm darker shade than he is.
Yes.
Is there a difference in treatment for that?
Yeah. Well, it depends on the energy I would use for you guys. But the laser I have, I can literally treat anybody up to the darkest Black person ever. But I would just treat him differently, be more aggressive with his skincare because I know that his skin just has a little bit more laxity than yours.
Okay,
it's
got it.
Not as melanin rich.
Got it.
Yeah.
Dang, you're good at this.
Thank you.
I want to talk about the business side of it.
Yeah.
Right. So where are you at business wise?
Yeah. So I just moved out of my salon suite that I was in. I had been a solopreneur for 4 years. And I kind of got to the point where I was making great money. I hit $500,000 the year before last. And the coach I had, she's like, you're doing great, but it's just you. You can only do but so much by yourself. Right. And then my clients were asking for other things, like they wanted facials in between the treatments that I was doing when I'm stabbing it with needles. So I knew I needed to bring on an esthetician. And so last summer I moved into my first brick and mortar. I have an esthetician. Thank you. And then I have a nurse apprentice working with me, training underneath me. So, growing and scaling that. I know by myself I can hit that $1 million mark because I was very close last year. But, just building a team, that's just a whole nother beast.
It is. Right now it's you, another nurse.
Yes.
And then an intern.
An esthetician that does
you,
skincare.
An esthetician.
And then a nurse intern.
And then a nurse intern.
And then I have admin staff.
And then, okay, got you. Just managing, like front desk
Front
person?
desk calls, yeah. Managing my leads, calling people and stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
I think in our call, you were saying that that Botox isn't extremely profitable for you. Was that what you said?
Yeah, the consumable is really high. It costs a lot. Yeah, so that's why you have to have skincare in any business that you do in med spa, because that's where your money is. Your consumables are very low. Yeah, and most of the time, people you're crossing them over to do both anyway, right? Yeah. So a lot of my injectable clients will come in for just Botox. I'm like, you see that hyperpigmentation on your skin? We can fix that too, right? Yeah. So you can have an overall better appearance. So you need to have both on the business side, and it's just better for your client overall.
100%. Yeah. That makes sense, because a lot of restaurants, they might have amazing food, but they really make their money on the liquor.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you have to have really good food, right? But that's why most of your servers will come to you and say, hey, would you like to buy a drink? Because that's where the money comes from. Yeah. But you still have to offer the thing that people love. Right. Is there a cheaper way of getting these products though?
Illegally. That's what a lot of people do, but I'm not doing it.
Illegally?
Yeah, you can. I mean, they're in my DM all the time. China, other places. and they want to sell you theirs, but it's illegal. You have to use FDA approved products. So that's how people cut corners, and they're going to places and they're paying $8 a unit for Botox, which isn't profitable, because for me, it can be anywhere between $350 and $450 a unit, and a vial is 100 units, and I charge $14 a unit.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Okay.
You said it costs you $3.50
a unit. Each vial has 100 units in it. So depending on which company I have, I mean, it can go all the way up to $750 for a 100 unit vial.
Got it. But so to stick on the $350 per unit,
Mm-hmm.
one bottle has 100 units in it. And each person needs one unit?
No. So they're getting at minimum 64 units.
Oh, each person.
Yes, but I charge $14 a unit. My cost is $350 on one of my lower end toxins.
That doesn't seem like a bad profit.
No, it's not horrible, but then I have my laser, which is now paid off. I have zero consumables.
It's just you performing the service and you get to make money. So it's not like it costs you to make the money outside of the machine that you bought already, but you said you paid that off.
Right.
Got it.
Yeah. It's still profitable, but the profit margins are so low. And then you get into filler and it's $450 a syringe to buy it, and you're charging $750. Like, yeah, it seems good, but it's like, huh.
Yeah, that's kind of at cost pretty much. Okay. And how often do people come back?
So for Botox, 3 to 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then skincare, they're like once a month if they're diligent about their skincare.
Do you have anything maintenance wise in between these 3 to 4 months?
No, don't need anything maintenance wise. But then that's when I upsell, right? Yeah. Upselling them on products, things that can make their treatment last longer. Getting them to do skincare. If they're not doing skincare, I do a very thorough consultation. So I kind of go through the products that you're using, tell you it's crap, and then get you to, and then talk to you, not even get you to understand why these products are better, my medical grade skincare products.
Yeah. What does the scaling look like for you, scaling the business?
Multiple locations, hopefully partnering up with a plastic surgeon or a dermatologist. Yeah.
Do you buy the building?
Right now I'm renting. So this is my first. So I'm renting this one. My next one I definitely plan on buying.
Why?
Because then I could just do more with it. If this flops and med spas are just getting too big, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to use it for an event space or something.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So going to another unit means you have to do what right now in the unit that you have? Like if you want to get to another one, what is the okay to say, okay, I can get another one?
I need to get the people that I have on my team now booked and busy. Yeah. So that I can be away, because right now I'm the moneymaker.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's why you flew into Atlanta and you're flying right back.
Back. Because my clients is calling. They're like, when you come back?
So you have the esthetician
yes.
that doesn't do the injections.
No, but she is a nurse, so I can cross-train her.
But right now she just does the lasers and
facials and things like that, yes.
Okay, got you. So you are the only person that does the Botox?
Currently, yes.
Okay.
My nurse can, but she's newer to it and newer to my practice, so it's kind of just getting my clients familiar with her and getting clients in for her.
Yeah,
which can be kind of hard because people are like, well, I want the owner.
Yeah. Did
I'm like,
say that?
well, yeah. I'm like, no, she's good. They're like, because it's a trust factor. I mean, I'm injecting technically a poison in you. So I get that. So I have her literally in every room with me. She's with me so my clients can get familiar with her. So if I am away and I decide to stay in Atlanta another day, but they want to come tomorrow, and I say, hey, go to Mel, they're like, oh yeah, I've seen Mel every time I've come for the past, 7 months. Okay, I'll let her try.
So what about the intern? What about the intern? Okay, so, I see. You have the esthetician.
Skincare.
She does her thing, skincare.
Yes.
The nurse intern, she's learning how to do what you do.
Right. So she does know how to do it to an extent. I'm trying to get her to my level. Yeah.
Has she done anyone's? Like, do you let her get out of the 64? All right, just hit this one. Bye.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No?
No, I wouldn't do that. That's not.
How do we get her there? You know what I mean?
That's what we're trying to figure out. Yeah, how to get her
there. But go get your own client.
Well, no, I mean, I talked to her about, social media and making sure she's posting herself doing people, whether she's injecting me or one of the other girls.
She injects you?
Yeah, I have let her inject me, yeah. I mean, I had to. I can't bring you in, you're a liability. I have to let you inject me.
I actually feel more comfortable with your practice now.
Right.
Because you're like, all right, before anybody else.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Has she ever injected you? Or you like, okay, well,
I did.
this one's off a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
a little.
And showed her how to correct it. I've done it with clients that I've had complications with, so to speak. And I'm like, this is how we will correct this, right? Because it's very important to me and to the client that they're like, I'm like this. And I'm like, come in, I can fix you. And they're like, what? And I fix them. That builds that trust, right? So I'll go over those things, or I'll ask her like, hey, how will we correct this, right? What muscle is that? What did I do wrong, or what could possibly happen, right? So we go through those scenarios with her. But yeah, just kind of trying to get her up and running.
You are going to be a billionaire.
Thank you.
No, really, to be able to, one, you walk in excellence in your business. Two, you're extremely knowledgeable. I can tell you're passionate. And even the story of how you're training this young lady.
Yes.
Training this young lady and taking time with her and coaching and teaching. Many people that are good at a thing can't really teach it.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're not
teaching.
good at guiding.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you are like really approaching this the right way.
Thank you.
That's
I'm
awesome.
trying. Yeah.
You going to take any investors?
I am. That's my goal for this year, because I've been doing everything off my back and was still working my nursing job. Last year was my first year full time in it. So even though I'm going on 5 years, I was still heavy into my nursing job, especially during COVID, because they was paying.
Yeah, well, I feel that. What do you think that looks like for you? Getting an investor.
For me at this point, because I have all the devices, I put all the money out. It's brand, I think, more brand awareness and getting me out there. Because clients will follow me and they're like, I've been following you for months. I'm like, why months? Why you didn't come in? So for me, I take that as, okay, what am I not doing that it took you this long? It could be a money thing that, I saw it and it cost $1,000. I don't have that. And that's cool. And I have multiple.
Is Botox $1,000?
It can be. But we have finance options.
Yeah.
It can be, depending on how much you get done.
I ain't mad at that. But if
say
it again?
I'll hook her up.
Hey,
Come down in.
Okay, come on with it. I didn't even know how much it was. She was like, I just want it. But, she goes down these rabbit holes of like TikTok. So on TikTok,
Don't do that.
There's some good. And then they try to scare you half to death on why you should, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's tough. We haven't talked about it in a little bit, but she did say she wants it.
That's why we go with a natural approach, because most of my clients, and I'm 80s baby, we want to look younger, but naturally, right? Look like we're kind of reversing time slowly, not just like the next day you look 20.
Okay, back to this investor thing. Let's say there's we can get a building in Atlanta and we're like, okay, we want to franchise.
Right. Well, I kind of talked to your boy Meat about that.
Meat?
Yeah, because he's from Philly. He used to actually get his haircut at the barbershop. I used to be a cosmetologist. So he used to get his haircut at the shop. And when I saw him for you guys' birthday party, I was like, what's up? He was like, yo, I want to do that. So I got to follow up with him about that.
What do you think that would look like, though?
Open another place?
Yeah.
So
would it be, because there's a couple options in franchising. I get the building, I do all that, and I get to license your name.
Right.
And you got to train the staff, which,
right.
I mean, if you're having a challenge finding someone to train for your space, it might be even worse franchising down here.
No.
No?
Because here's the thing, and this is why I think I stand out and why the people that do really well stand out. We are medical providers. I'm a nurse. I have a medical director, right? So I follow things in compliance. A lot of people don't. The other thing is, when people have these complications that everybody sees on TikTok, the biggest thing I tell people is, can the person that you're going to take care of your medical bills, get you plastic surgery if you need to, care for you if you have time off? No, because they don't pay malpractice insurance. I have malpractice insurance. All my nurses do, and my medical director. Like, that's the big difference. You can go pay $9, but your face might fall off and they can't take care of you.
Right.
I can't. I pay a lot of money to make sure, just in case.
Yeah.
And so if you have those things in place, you stand out and people trust you and it comes in. I was told at a conference I went to once, an injector room, one room, is $1 million room. So that's why I know I can make that 1 million myself. I'm trying to get them there too.
Got it. But I mean, let's say you're in Philly and there's somebody in Atlanta, getting them to be as careful and knowledgeable and really studying the craft like you obviously do.
You have to train them and instill that in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to have people that want to do that. Yeah. That's why I was very particular about the people that I brought on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I guess you're not at a point in your business yet where you can just be hands-on and even train somebody to do it and you just walk away.
I could be. I could be. Yeah.
But you're like, let me get this money.
No, I have my hands in a lot of pots. Like I have a mentorship program. I'm about to launch my classes because people have been reaching out to me for years.
So you do teach people this?
I do teach, yeah.
Which could
I used
be a
to teach
feeder
at a school,
into
and now I'm going to just do it myself.
At a cosmetology school?
No, not cosmetology. It was at like a medical aesthetics institute. But I just had to wait till my time was up with our non-disclosure.
It's all starting to make sense now.
So now I can launch my program, which I'm going to then launch next month because people have literally been reaching out to me. And they're all Black nurses because they're like, I want to go to somebody that looks like me because I want to know how to do it like you do it, right? Because you have to understand, you know, diversity and everybody's face is different.
You sold yourself on this episode. I'll tell you that. If I wanted to get into, like, if I was in the field,
Reach
I'm like,
out to me.
I need to go to you. Yeah, absolutely. So you are teaching other people this skill set.
Yes.
Okay. Are there a lot of us in this industry?
There's a lot of us that want to get into it. And the problem is there's not a lot of us at all. So it can be very intimidating. A lot of the conferences I go to, I am one of the only ones. And for me, I don't mind. Because to me, I look at that as I want to get in these rooms, get the knowledge that these other people have, other nationalities have, and bring it back to my people that want to learn these things at a different cost and make it more feasible for them to get their foot in the door at least.
You remind me of two stories that I know. One is, you know, Alex Good Energy? Alex Good Energy. So he has single-handedly, because I haven't seen anyone else at the magnitude of what he's done, leading people of color into the trucking space.
Nice.
Like literally just took over the industry. When you think about somebody that's African-American and teaching people how to get into trucking and actually like have a bunch of super successful students, Alex has ushered. And now it's not as uncommon to find someone of color running a whole trucking or dispatching company. He's ushered thousands of people in that.
Wow.
And also people like Wall Street Trapper or like Ian or Aristotle, these guys, where when we were coming up, looking at the stock market was like, oh, it's just a bunch of numbers on the screen.
Right.
But I think there was an opportunity where these guys took it on and said, yo, I'm going to usher my people into it. And now we're just extremely financially literate, understanding this stuff, right? And when I look, and they've all made millions because they are the ones that are bringing us into this industry. And I really see that in you.
Yeah, thank you.
I really
It's
do.
a $40 billion industry.
And we
need a part of it. Yeah.
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 This
I'm trying to bring them in.
I love this.
Yeah.
Let everybody know how they can connect with you if they're in the industry and they want to learn from you. If they're in Philly and they just want to make sure that they don't come out looking lopsided. Just give all your information so people can connect with you. Or an investor. Okay, what's that look like? What you need?
I mean, this is an expensive industry. One of my devices was $150,000. We can start off smaller.
Just one of your devices.
But I already have it, and we can travel.
You need another one?
Well, I actually have two. So they actually come in like a suitcase for them, so they can actually travel to the second location, depending on where it's at. So I was strategic when I purchased them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll talk about that. I got to wait till Donnie get here and then we're going to have this conversation. But let everybody know how they can connect with you on all the ways they can connect with you.
All right. So you can connect with me on Instagram at La Monnaie Aesthetics, LAMONEAESTHETICS. On Facebook at La Monnaie Aesthetics. And you can find me on my website, www.lamonnaieaesthetics.com.
Man. Make sure y'all rock with her. She is incredible. This is a gem right here, y'all. So make sure you support right now. Comment below anything that you learned from this episode. If you are inspired, make sure you send her a DM and let her know that you are inspired, okay? And also go get you some social proof, meaning go build something. Build it really, really big. But it is your responsibility to come back to your community and teach them how you did it. It's the only way our community grows. We out here. Peace.
Yep. Thank you.
You did good. First off, congratulations on watching this whole episode. If you like this episode you just watched, check out this one right here. I handcrafted this one for you because you like the one you just watched. Check it out.